So the referees are finding out about how to arrange themselves.
Having a quick chat as our eagle is strutting his funky
here's the
eagle
lineup.
stuff.
Andreas Koch appears twice. It's just one Andreas Koch actually.
I think one's enough.
But he's the captain. He is the captain of the team, and he will lead his squad into this first opening game of a totally new division.
And there we see the Swiss team there, headed up by Orly. So she's assuming the captaincy for this. Over on the Swiss mixed team. Now we're doing a little bit of training with the, or watching some of the training with the Swiss earlier here. They were a little less clear on some of the finer rules of the European game, as they seem to be quite new to dodgeball. Like I said, they turned up to the European Championships in Stockholm, and I believe one other since, but this is an entirely different squad from the one I first encountered a couple of years ago. So there's some real potential with these guys, but there's also a little bit of naivety, a little lack of full knowledge of the rules here. So we're going to see if that plays into the Austrian hands.
We'll see. We'll see.
That said, in that
very relaxed squad of the Swiss team. Yeah, still a little chatty.
That's right. They're posing for photos.
Yeah,
having a minute. Both teams in red here, so that's not going to help us discern. There's a stronger white presence on the Austrian team in their shorts, and that slash across the shoulder there. And they're going to stay on the left-hand side. There's no reason for the teams to switch ends in these courts because there are nets at both ends. There's no advantage to be gained.
So still Austrian Eagle mascot is cheering the crowd, dancing around both sides of the court.
So looking around the crowd, we're seeing still some pretty strong interest. The England team are looking intently, trying to see how this one's going to pan out.
All the other refs you might see on screen, looking also, trying to prepare for tomorrow, where they all be on duty, reffing the games.
Looking important, she could do cheering up. Come on, love. This is a dodgeball tournament. This could not be better right now.
So we have some on-court preparation.
That's right, the Austrians tossing around with the practice balls, get a bit of water in their faces there. And we've got our two line judges that you can't necessarily see sitting down, just trying to govern those back lines, making sure that these players, both new and experienced, are trying to keep within the boundaries of this court. It's very, very clear and yellow. We can see it a mile off from up here. But when you're down on the court, it's very, very easy to lose your position. That's true.
The moderator announces the winners of the Facebook competition.
There was a Facebook competition?
There was one.
Okay. What was this one on?
I guess it was just a lottery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but there's still someone won, and they are presented right now.
Excellent.
And we're eager to find out what they win, because I'm not quite sure as well. I don't know.
It's like a toolbox from up here. I don't believe that's true. It's Engstrom from Sweden.
He won.
He has won. No doubt he will accept his prize graciously as he leaps across the barrier, assessing the depth. He's got good long Swedish legs. I'm sure he'll be fine. Drops himself down, striding across to rapturous applause, high fives all around. He is a happy, happy man with whatever that is.
You don't like vodka? Okay, so this VIP package goes to you.
Please accept this photo.
Yeah, you can drink along with your friends now.
Oh, he is happy with that.
We didn't quite catch what was explained about what they won, but he certainly was excited about it.
And that sounds like a cheer from him for the Scottish team, and that's who he's pipping. Obviously, going way, way back, and with the independence debate raging in the UK, Scotland have had the assurance of the Nordic countries that were they to gain their independence, the Nordics would happily accept them into their fold. The Swedes have been long, long friends of the Scottish dodgeball team since we won their hearts with a three-man suicide against England in the very, very first European Championships. It was a
three-man suicide.
Three-man suicide. 3 men lay down on the line. 3 men ran up with the balls, leaping off the backs. crying out freedom. It was beautiful. A true moment of Scotland's brave.
Next one.
Obviously the Swedes won, happy to win the crowd, so they were absolutely ecstatic with that performance from the Scots back then.
We are really looking forward. I guess we will see, I know we will see Sweden live here tomorrow in the morning. They will...
Second place prize here, sorry, in the raffle seems to be going to one of the Wales players. They've just erupted. Oh, it's Richard Carr! Hop along, Crazy Legs Carr, with his one crutch. I don't even think you need to look at it. All right, carry that
But
back.
now
All right, you get
he has
the,
to carry it.
What's
He
that,
has to carry
barbecue charcoal?
Yeah. Ah, it's a grill. That's
It's a grill. Excellent. So we know what we're having for tea tonight.
Yeah.
So Weber, go anywhere for Richard.
Yeah.
The Wales team obviously ecstatic. It means that for the first time in Rich Carr's sort of tyrannous dictatorship, the Wales team eat well for a change. As experienced Warwick University player Tim Day takes over carrying the grill for his injured captain.
And now let me introduce you the players from Switzerland.
So they're ready to announce the Swiss players in the mixed exhibition game, the first of the groups.
Sind Fans aus der Schweiz eigentlich da? Wo sind die Schweizer?
And this should be coming up on your screen to watch as it happens.
Playing from Switzerland with number 99, Aurélie Flanier.
That's number 99 there.
Also the captain and the coach of the Swiss team. Number 9, Julia Wiesler. Nummer 24, Megan Blanchet. Nummer 47, number 47, Kevin Anjoueli.
The Swiss, they're enjoying every moment of their announcement. They appreciate the grandeur of the event. An intense discussion down there with the Austrian girls.
Und für Österreich am Start im ersten Mixed-Game des heutigen Tages. Nummer 8, Sarah Mitter.
So now they're switching back to the Austrian lineup.
Nummer 7, Andreas Koch. Nummer 15, Kandi.
Going to be seeing a few familiar faces out here from both those teams that we've just seen play, but any fresh faces coming out here, Max?
Indeed, mainly on the women's side. The men's pretty much stayed the same, so also
Okay.
for the mixed competition. But of course, we got additional men.
Yep.
Because taking part in the men's and the mixed automatically increases the number of men players you need for the team.
Absolutely.
Nummer 16, Juliette Robert.
Reverting to form with that team, high five, high 10 business.
So for this particular mixed tournament, you see two familiar faces from early on's match.
Yep.
That's possible, that's allowed. People who don't bring their own mixed team can have players from men's and women's teams and pick together and represent the mixed team. So it's
Form an
allowed,
on-the-fly mix. Yeah.
it's allowed to use the same kind of players in two divisions. Next, just if you recognize any of your favorite players on court, don't wonder.
That's right, you won't get them twice for the unofficial Dodgeball sticker book, which none of us have made. There you go, focusing in on the match balls, the Smirnoff printed Dodgeball.at, and we're off.
Okay. Some thought it was
Two balls to the Swiss, and the ball straight in the balls of the Swiss.
And they are
Strong
not
over for
forced
Austria.
back because and a catch.
A catch, and she stayed in. She's right on the
Did she
line
stay
there.
in? The linesman nodded.
Linesman saying we're good.
Yeah, we're good to go. 6-4, good start. Missed attempt of a catch. The
catch,
player
and she
has to
stepped
go
out
out,
there
but
as
the
well.
Swiss player as well, number 3, got eliminated. So we have 2 girls and 1 man left. Great dodge by the Swiss player.
Swiss.
Number 9, Swiss player number 9.
We're going to try and see some of the tactics being used here. We're using all 3 of the men here from the Austrian side.
And she
just
stepped
to really
over the
power
line.
those balls
She
through.
has to be out. She has to be out. She tried to dodge the balls, but she succeeded, but with unfortunately stepped over the line.
That's right, you can't claim she was going for the ball at that stage. That was still in the middle of her dodge. Drilled into the floor there. That's not going to trouble the Austrians at all.
And the 2-ball attack pays off. He dodged the first, but couldn't dodge the second.
That's how you throw it low, right at the toes. And
And
she's
she
just
stepped
walked
over
right
the
off the
line.
court there in an attempt to dodge. Yes, I'm afraid you're out, love. On you go.
Yeah, that's what you mentioned earlier. A little bit unexperienced with the lines and with the rules, and then some mistakes like that happen.
That's right. You're going to see from the more inexperienced players that they will turn away from play as they're dodging. They will run away, whereas the more experienced will always stay square to the action.
Yeah.
As people walk by tempting us with tubs of beer.
It's always iced tea. It's always
Iced tea. Ah,
yeah.
that's just Deegan
So if you
leading
hear
us
me
on.
drinking, ordering iced tea, yeah, it's always iced tea.
Oh, well, that's where we go. Here was this.
Oh, that's apple juice.
Gespritzt. That's good. I like that. Bit of ties.
That's definitely a false start.
But they're letting it play. The false start happened. Both players acknowledged it, and they've let it continue. The Swiss are not happy with that at all. There's a chance we're going to bring this one back just
Yeah,
for the sake of clarity.
I hope the refs will call it, will start the game over again, because clearly this was made a false start. They tried to stop. They thought it was going to be retaken.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're just clearing that out. Both teams are considered.
The players are then going to be informed. I hope that whenever time is stopped, there's going to be 2 sharp blasts of the whistle that you will hear on
Yeah,
the stream
the
as
ref
well.
already positions the ball in the center zone, so I'm pretty sure we have a restart.
That's right.
6 versus 6.
listen
Both
up.
teams agreed, obviously. They spoke with the captains, and we start again.
The stands are full here in Vienna. Everyone's here to watch these showcase matches. You see the Swiss players getting bundled up together, dodging as one. That's not going to help. When you're 2 men wide essentially at that stage, someone's going to get hit.
Perfectly played, number 77, Groninger. The Swiss are obviously not used to the counter tactic. And
She's dodged
stepped
off
over
court
the line.
again.
Very unlucky, but she will learn it.
She will.
Yeah.
She will. I expect with chats over this evening, she'll learn it in time for tomorrow. Number 77 there, faking some throws, really putting off the Swiss, halting them in their tracks. So when they eventually release those balls, they were nowhere near as fast as they were meant to be. 2 balls from
And
Austria.
she
She's
stepped
dodged
again
off
over
the
the
court,
line.
and she knows it. But she's going to contest it. If she goes. Not happy with that decision, but I think she knows it herself when she pulled her foot back off that line.
And the
And
easy catch, and the game is over. The throw was not hard enough from the Swiss girl.
No, a looping one, nice and easy to track. Almost difficult to catch those ones if you think they won't quite make it to you. So I know I've dropped a few of those in my time, and it doesn't look good for the catching player.
You see some replay action from the game we just saw. Nice block and counter attack. Oliver Groninger, number 77, key player for the Austrian mixed team, I can tell you that. Yeah, he and Andreas Koch from the wings, and the Austrians chose to put the men's on the wings.
That's right.
That's what we can tell so far.
They're trying to keep those powerful throws on the outside so they can pincer in and use the girls in the middle for some catching.
That's correct. Maybe I'm excited to see if the other teams choose the same tactics.
Absolutely. So we started off that second game there. The Austrians taking 2 balls very early. And that's 3 Swiss players are walking off already.
Oh, there was an attempt for a catch, but he didn't could get his arms close
The
enough.
Swiss ranks decimated very, very quickly indeed. This time the dodging is being able to keep inside the court, which is good. And then another soft throw there from the Swiss number 3. Just going to have to run a little bit quicker to get the power behind that.
That was a hit. Yeah,
That
as
was
the
a hit,
reaction
yeah.
reaction of the Swiss player made it clear. And there's the rollover.
That's fine. She's allowed to go and get them. It's quite clear she's going for the balls. She's going to get a bit too close, rolling those over, and there's the hit. Unfortunately, the court awareness not quite there for this relatively new team.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You clearly see the men are quite experienced. They have a little
Absolutely.
bit of playing together, but the girls seem I don't know how to say it.
Just a little inexperienced, a little new to it. Maybe the speed of the throws coming from the opposition team.
So,
Something
but
not yet used
it's
to.
a good example to show the audience, like if you put effort into dodgeball, if you train your team, what kind of achievements you can make.
Absolutely.
How the team is working together, how important it is for the game of dodgeball that you have a competitive team who can play with one another.
Absolutely, yes. And it will also go to show something that we experienced in our own leagues back in the UK, that just 1 year of people changing around, moving on, rotating can have a drastic effect on a team. You know, a couple of fantastic signings can improve a team no end, or a couple of people moving away from the town can really decimate a team's ranks. Just seen the Swiss were quite strong a couple of years back.
And there's a catch.
He's already out, so that hit's going nowhere.
So Austria again with a dominant lead, 6 players versus 2. Again the two same players
Same
are left
two
again.
players. I think the
And
Austrians
easy
are
catch for Austria.
picking off the
Number
they seem to be
3.
the threats first.
The ball got catched, and the last one. Let's see, and stopped over the line.
That was a bounce, but she stepped out. You're absolutely right. That's another quick
That makes
turnaround for the
it 8-0,
Austrians.
quick 8-0 for Austrian mixed team against the Swiss. Very satisfying looks, and we have to replace. You see here the attacks. Number 47 got out.
You can see the body language there, the Swiss 99, that she's just
And
not
that's the moment
entirely
where
in the
she
game.
didn't see the third ball. And a powerful attack from number 7, Koch. I can tell it. Koch, he will be a key player for the tournament.
Yeah,
for the
both
mixed
in the
team.
mixed and the men's.
He chose not to play the men's just in case.
Okay.
Yeah, he's on the roster, but he said, okay, I will concentrate on the mixed.
Okay.
But if you need me there, if somebody get injured or somebody can't play, then he will step in, but it's not planned.
Good man. Good for him to take that responsibility. Showing that we're taking the mixed game just as importantly as the other 2 leagues.
That's true.
And that's really good to see.
That's also an important or an interesting thing that we can see. How where do the good players of the teams who have three teams play?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, a couple of early starts there. One triggering the other. And again from the Austrian side.
The Swiss improved. 2 balls for the Swiss, but step over the line. 2 players
stepped over the line. Oh no.
Uh,
That is not going to help their chances. Looking for a bit of crowd attention, the Swiss number 47 there. That's another one I think gets hit as he fires a wild shot almost over the net.
and the Swiss again down to 3 players.
So 3 goals remaining. We're going to see if they can make something of these throws.
And
There's
a catch
not
and
a lot
a
of
catch.
coordination there. And that's a hit on the
double
shins,
hit.
and the ball's knocked out of her hands. She is very, very much out, I'm afraid. She might
If,
need this
if the first one
explaining.
was not a hit, the second definitely was
Absolutely
a hit, because
so.
the defending ball in the hands, if you lose it in the blocking attempt, then it counts as a hit.
That's exactly right. You can see there from the time expired, this game has not even lasted 10 minutes, I'm afraid, and that first men's game lasted just over 20, so you can really see the difference when you have a very, very strong together team that's clearly trained as a
That's
unit
true. That's true.
against some unfortunately less experienced players. Still a good show from the Swiss. They didn't drop their heads. They started every game and they won those balls at the start. Maybe there's some promise for them in the coming
we'll see.
tournament.
We'll
Maybe the
see,
next game is not for them.
We'll see,
We'll see how that goes.
as well as how the men's team will compete.
Absolutely.
But all of this tomorrow. Tomorrow from 9 a.m. local time in Vienna.